Lesson 314. I seek a future different from the past.
Hi there. How about we make the effort to begin our new life starting right now, a life that will be more peaceful and meaningful, and most of all, free from the shadows and the effects of the wounds of our past. Are you ready to discover how important Lesson 314 is today?
I seek a future different from the past.
From new perception of the world there comes a future very different from the past. The future now is recognized as but an extension of the present. Past mistakes can cast no shadows on it, so that fear has lost its idols and its images, and being formless, it has no effects. Death will not claim the future now, for life is now its goal, and all the needed means are happily provided. Who can grieve or suffer when the present has been freed, extending its security and peace into a quiet future filled with joy? Father, we were mistaken in the past, and choose to use the present to be free. Now do we leave the future in your hands, leaving behind our past mistakes, and sure that you will keep your present promises, and guide the future in their holy light.
In other words, do you realize how important this lesson is? It places us in control of our lives, assigning us full responsibility for the outcomes we manifest in our current circumstances and beyond. Many of the outcomes we've produced in the past can be seen as the products of the mindset we adopted during those times.
Lesson 7. I see only the past.
Similarly, our present might be considered in the same way. It's the result of the mindset we held yesterday, last month, last year, or from unknown origins of causes that have led to the effects we see today. As a first step, let's remember.
Lesson 31. I am not the victim of the world I see.
The outcomes we experience are shaped by our actions, which, as previous lessons have taught us, are driven by our mindset at any given moment. This mindset, in turn, is influenced by our perceptions. Let's reflect back to what was emphasized a couple of days ago in Lesson 312.
Perception is a choice.
Projection makes perception.
Projection comes before perception.
Perception follows judgment.
Having laid this groundwork, we then approached a pivotal shift in Lesson 313, declaring,
Now let a new perception come to me.
and that provides a clear, tangible, and pragmatic explanation of how we can create a different future for ourselves, a future different from the past. But of course, A Course in Miracles takes these concepts to the next level. Our new perception offers us an alternative way of seeing the world. It grants us the vision of Christ. This transforms our perception of the world on an existential, metaphysical level. Through Christ's vision, we liberate ourselves from the grip of past mistakes and shadows. They will not haunt us any longer. We free ourselves from past wounds and traumas, because by maintaining this new perception in the present, these past hurts cannot influence our mindset and our being. Do you believe it's possible to hold Christ's vision in our minds while also carrying the echoes of our past? Can these coexist within the same holy instant? Always remember that we possess the power to choose which vision to hold in our mind at any given moment. We can decide not to be prisoners of the past.
Lesson 152. The power of decision is my own.
When we shift our perspective, allowing ourselves to perceive the world through the eyes of Christ, we liberate our present, and our future unfolds into a beautiful tapestry woven with peace and joy. Let's acknowledge that we've made mistakes in our past. But now, we have the opportunity to use the present to liberate ourselves.
Lesson 194. I place the future in the hands of God.
Let's entrust our future to the divine care of God, release the hold of the past, and allow ourselves to be guided toward the sacred light that our Father assures us.
I seek a future different from the past.
I seek a future different from the past.
I seek a future different from the past.
How groundbreaking is this realization? Doesn't it make it crystal clear how straightforward it is to create a new life for ourselves? The responsibility lies entirely within our own hands, within our minds, and in the decisions we make in each given moment. Keep on practicing morning and evening as we did till now, and spend a few moments every hour to remember today's idea. Should you feel the shadows of the past attempting to seize your attention and consciousness, remind yourself of today's lesson with these words.
I seek a future different from the past.
And as we continue our exploration of the section What is the Last Judgment, today's lesson reminds us that the true Last Judgment is not condemnation, but liberation from the illusions of our past. By choosing to release past mistakes and look forward with the vision of Christ, we create a future filled with peace and joy, reflecting our oneness with God and each other. But if you haven't watched the introduction to this section, you can find a link on your screen at the end of this video or check the video description below for the link to section 10.
I seek a future different from the past.
I seek a future different from the past.
I seek a future different from the past.
You're doing great. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick note before you go. Let's take a moment to appreciate the generosity of those who have supported these videos. It's their contributions that make these daily lessons possible. Please consider joining them. And thank you for being a part of this community of miracle workers.
There's a lot of love behind these videos. If you enjoyed what you watched, please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day.